All right, good morning, everybody. We have moved to
Good
the
morning.
animals section of this of pastels. Because I've introduced a bunch of different techniques, I wanted to make it clear that there's a lot of things that we can do here that are all okay. One is that we can work with the substrate of our choice. You know that. So I have a kind of one of those treated pieces of paper, which I can demonstrate how to do, which you could do a sketch on with Sharpie and then go on to layer your paintings. You could also use newsprint, right? There's no reason not to. So you kind of have the options. Does anybody want me to? I was actually thinking I might just demonstrate making this really quick, so that this is a dry one, but I'll make another one and then it'll be ready. This is sanded paper. It actually literally looks like sandpaper. It's made by a company called UArt here in the US. And you can see actually on the back, it has the grit 400. I don't know in Europe if they do this, right? If you have like a kind of number, it's a fairly fine grit. I like the 400. I tend to like working on flatter surfaces, but that's not the only way to go. And then at the beginning, I'm just going to start randomly grabbing pastels and layering them, kind of covering up. Oh, look at me. I'm going all Easter colors. Pink. White. All right, let's get something different in here. Maybe blue. I don't really care whether they mix, whether they get a little muddy. I'm really just literally trying to get some color on the paper. My feeling is always that the more random you are, the more, how do I say it? The more kind of interesting it gets, because there are patterns that once we stop thinking so much, it becomes easier to sort of just have a good time. And then for the sake of time, I am not going to treat this with rubbing alcohol. I'm actually going to spray it with this stuff, pastel mix, which means in a few minutes, it'll be dry. Like this one. Why do we do this? Because pastel is transparent. And here's a dry one. Here's a wet one. Pastel is transparent. So I'm trying to find a place to put this where it can dry. So transparency means to really get vibrant color, we need to layer. Paint is also transparent. And actually, pastel is a form of paint. It is not chalk, as most people think about. It's actually paint pigment mixed with a certain kind of binder that makes it look chalky, but there's literally nothing in chalk that is the same as what is in a pastel stick. So they are different things, they're different things. I forget, I think chalk is like some kind of diatomaceous, it's some kind of mineral that's completely different than the things that get put in here. This is paint pigment, it's kind of vibrant. We have decided we're gonna work with this bunny today. So let's see, the first thing I'm going to do is make him a little bit, this is a rather dreadful background. So I want this to stay rectangular, but I'd like the focus to be more on the bunny. Yep. So I'm kind of rectangling him, but making him a little bit smaller by cropping out things. Is that about, maybe it comes up a little bit. I'm going to encourage you to play around with this background. And if you want to, you can play around with color too. There we go. Can you see that proportionally, this is probably similar in proportion to what this is, even though it's smaller, right? So it's got a narrower width. Yeah, maybe even a little bit more. Hello. And I'll narrow this in as well. I'm trying to stick with similar proportions as my bigger paper. There we go. I think that's pretty close. If I wanted to check it, I'm almost like making it in half this. It's a little bit more, but not too much more. So that when I put my grid here, which I'm going to have you do up here, it's going to be fairly similar. And in fact, might even do this. So if you're working from your own paper source, you're going to want to, yeah, not quite, but almost half. Should I, let me make the first marks and then I'll send it over. I think I'd like us to do just a simple grid. I'm trying to decide how to make my marks. I want to use marker. So here, while you guys are prepping your paper, I'm going to mark out the halfway points on this source. So this is, for me, 6 inches across. Yep. So I'm marking the halfway point on the top and the bottom. You might use marker for your first 7, 3.5. Right. Yep. I think this is all I'll need, although I will mark the quarter points. Let's see. Just for helping us figure out where things are. I'll mark these later. 1, 2. So I don't draw these parts of the grid out. I just kind of mark them. All right. And then, of course, our first sketch is going to be, so whatever substrate you're using, I'd like you to do your grid, regardless of whether you're going with this paper that I'm doing, or this paper, or if you're using newsprint. I don't want you to use Sharpie marker yet. If you're going to, well, obviously you won't use Sharpie marker on newsprint. You might use it for the first sketch here, like I'm going to do. But for the moment, I want your grid, and I'll show you on this paper. I want your grid to be done in pastel because we want the grid to go away afterwards. And if it's in marker, it won't. So let me stop here for a second and take a picture of this and send it over. The thread. Okay. There we go. Here's our first steps. So here's my bunny. And I think I'm actually going to use a white, like sort of charcoal piece, a pastel, because for my beginning sketches, because this is the black and white bunny and we've got this dark surface. So I'm marking my halfway points here. The other option is you don't have to actually draw the line in between these. You can actually just mark everything, right, with little dots. So you can see where the quarters are, but there's not, but you can if you want to. You can also draw the line. You have options. Kind of whatever works for you. How's everybody doing, by the way?
Good.
Hi, Diana, you made it.
Yeah, I need a little break. I work till 2 a.m., so I need a little break.
Oh.
But Claudia, do you know how many entries we have had this year?
No. Record breaking?
Yeah. Like, yes.
2,000.
What? Wait, is it for the SoCal 1800?
2,320.
Wow.
Great.
For those of you who don't know, Claudia used to be Diana's assistant until she went and got like big jobs and became a big wig in the media world.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Diana's ever been able to replace you, Claudia.
No.
Yeah. Oh, thank that. Well, that feels very good. I don't think
valuable.
It's true, but
So I don't know if you can see this, but I've got these like kind of white dots here. So once I start to draw, notice I haven't even drawn, I will not start by drawing the shape between the ears. I'm going to draw the shape that both ears make. Notice I'm not drawing the shape between the legs. So let's see here. I'm using my quarter points to kind of show me how to go.
Leah, as usual, I'm a little behind. So in terms of, I got what you did with the photo. Then are you taking that sizing, so to speak, and just applying that to your
to my bigger feet? Yeah, I'm going to use the same proportions, right?
Oh, okay.
But the proportions are bigger, right?
Got you.
These are similar proportions, but they're a little bigger. There we go. Yeah, so I'm using the quarter, but Nancy brings up a really good point. Sorry, Marcia brings up a really good point, which is, my paper is bigger than my source, but my source has a similar proportion, a similar height, a similar length. So when I do my grid, if I use the same proportions, it should be about the same. And that's, of course, always the way it should be, right? This is this whole visual spatial thing. It might be a little bit off proportionally. They may not be exactly the same. I'm actually putting, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to tweak these, right? This is looking really cute so far. How adorable. I can see that this foot is kind of lined up with this quarter line. These are at an angle, right? I can come over. This starts right before this quarter line. Oh God, this is already so cute. Sorry, I'm like, oh my God, you're adorable, little guy. Yeah, and that's the whole idea behind proportions that I think feels weird to people, is that if the proportions are similar enough, it doesn't matter how big or small something is, they should still translate over, right? Whenever you're drawing something from life, you're never drawing it the same size that it is in real life. you're either making it smaller or you're making it bigger. So this idea of proportions just helps us, it helps us scale things up or down. So I'm going to let you get there. And Sandra, go ahead and just send your rabbity over. Diana, what are you working on?
I don't know. I think I'm going to do a portrait of a friend's dog. They lost their dog suddenly this week. So
Ugh.
do a little portrait for them.
I'm sorry. That's terrible.
I have some friends whose dog is got cancer, and I'm thinking of doing it too.
It's yucky. You can see that as I'm working along here, I'm kind of tweaking out. I just looked here and saw, oh, the little back actually comes out a little farther than here. This might even come in. So this is why we do our initial sketches in our kind of initial shapes in a pastel. Because I can get rid of all this stuff by just rubbing it out, you know, covering it over. I can rub out this pastel. I make my mistakes. Here, everywhere I've got to rub, you'll see I made a mistake. So many mistakes. One, two. Interesting. What else is new? What else does everybody have going on? I feel like this week's been busy.
And I guess Claudia is the one we haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Claudia?
Well, I bought a little place in Paris and I had it redone.
That's the place that has no toilets, right?
What was that?
Is that the place you told us that had no toilets? Or...
No, it has a bathroom.
So that's a different place than you'd originally bought?
No, it is the one I bought. Yeah, it has a toilet.
There was something odd about it, like...
It's the size of a coffin, she said.
Yeah,
there's something
it still is,
from...
but it looks much better now that it's all redone and painted in white, and it's cute. And I rented it out to an English girl who's thinking about doing a PhD at the Sorbonne and wants to like experience Paris. And
wonderful. For a long time, or for just like a year, 6 months or a year or something?
No, just for 3 months, because you know with the UK leaving the Eurozone, the EU, they can't stay longer than 3 months. So
how is she going to do something at the Sorbonne? She needs to get a visa.
She'll need
yeah. So they apparently they let you sit in on classes just as a guest, and then if she wants to become a student, she'll have to apply. But so
and pay for it, right? And pay for it.
Yeah, but it's like I think it's 350 euros a year.
Oh my God. Wow.
That's European education for you.
Yes, I know. That's why you all have it, and we're so dumb and we don't. Hi, Osiris. Where's Osiris? When did you get him? Oh, there you are. Hello. How you feeling today? Better?
I didn't know they call the stomach flu the neurovirus. The neuro.
Neuro.
The neuro.
That's the new flu, yeah.
That's the kind you get in cruises.
Awful. Blah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, my husband came in. He doesn't say, oh, yeah. He'll say, oh, no, it's because I went and played and my throat is sore or whatever. And we're all sick and my kids were sick. Everybody was like sick.
I'm so sorry. Bless.
That's okay. We got through it.
It's a kind you usually get from buffets.
From where?
Buffets.
Yeah, it's food poisoning, basically.
Yeah, and I think, you know what happened? He brought some seafood in here from somewhere, and I think that's what happened.
Oh.
That, you know, wasn't, I don't know where he got it from. You know how
I think
guys
it's from
are.
people who don't wash hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you think you've got this, that looks pretty good, Osiris. I'd say I will sketch in the next steps in a different color.
Okay.
Green, so y'all can see them. So once again, we're going to be focusing on, we're going to start out focusing on these negative shapes, spaces. Let's make sure this one's right. Here, I'm going to draw this one here just so you guys can see, help yourself get the sketches. And I'm going to, give me a second. I'm going to turn this off for a minute and then send it over. So you'll see the green. Oops, 1 minute. And Jackie, that looks great. Jean, something looks off. Look at this. Here. Oh, hang on. Sorry, you can't see. Hold on.
Look at what?
You can't see. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why don't you see? Here, hold on. Let me point this out. So you went too fast again.
For me?
Yep. So I want you to look at a couple spaces. Look at where his little neck is in relation to the grid.
Mm-hmm.
Look where you have it. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up your thing so I can.
I cropped mine, and the grid looks a little. Where it sits on the grid is a little different.
Oh well, okay. It's hard for me to check it if I can't see the crop. Marcy, don't forget. Okay, I'll let that slide. I like it. I think. So, Jean, you need to send me over your grid so I can see it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it looks kind of, but maybe it's okay. Let's see. Marcy, that looks pretty good. Excellent. You'll see I have 3, and as you guys get in here, I've set up these 3 negative spaces to help you define the shape of the front ear and the back ear, and also kind of at the direction in which he's holding his head. So when I come in here, but that looks really pretty good. You guys are getting really good at this. Your drawing is just really improving. I can see I need to bring this out a little bit more. I'm going to, let's see. I can see. I think this needs to go a little higher. Can you see? I'm drawing this negative shape that's here. And notice what I instantly did. I instantly did something that made these ears look the same size. But in reality, this ear in front here is much bigger. And I really have to reflect that. That's a bad enough mistake that I'm actually going to take out mine. You know, we might not even use marker. I might not even use marker today. We'll see. There we go. And then I'm going to use this to help me kind of to make this shape kind of nuance this shape. So I need to kind of bring it in a little bit more. And then you'll see Marcy already did this down here. Did you hear me go, Marcy? All right, I'm going to give this to you because you got it right. So you skipped ahead, but you totally got it right. So you're getting this, right? So then there's that. Good job. And then, here, hold on. Claudia, do you have a sketch in there? I can't really see it.
Yeah, I do. It's just really light.
Can you do
I'll
it with a
use-
different color so I can see it? I can actually
Yeah.
see it. And Jean,
Yeah.
I'm going to look at yours here. Hold on. Let's see. Okay.
Isan-san. Isan-san. You're so spoiled.
Oops. Where? Here. Sorry, Jean, I'm taking a look here. Okay. A little better.
It needs to scoop in a little, the neck.
It does. But I see your point. Yep. Okay. Allowed.
I see your point, literally.
Listen to me. I'm all like, allowed. Claudia, this line you've got here, you've got it kind of coming in like this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how that's not what's really happening? It's more down like it's more of an angle line that comes out and down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And also, this is not a straight curve. It actually, it's kind of straight here. About here, it breaks down and goes straight down.
Mm-hmm.
So, good job. It's these little things. So, Jean, I take it back. You're doing great. Drawing is better. You got it. You've got it. And then once we get here, of course, let's see, let's pick a different color. Let's use red. No, let's use blue. I'm gonna, of course, oh, I forgot to print this in color. I wanted to give you guys some options for color. You, of course, can use the colors of the actual rabbit, or you can add, you can make your own colors. No reason why you don't have to make your own, why you don't have to make your own colors, or you can make your own colors rather, as long as they reflect light, medium, and dark. I'm not sure what kind of mood I'm in today. We'll just see. These colors are making me really happy. I have a weird feeling I'm gonna get a little bit nuttier with the colors. I'm gonna stop this for a second so I can take a picture.
I have a question, Leah.
Yeah.
What rabbit that you started all blue yesterday? What kind of blue was it? It looked like a cerulean blue.
Oh, I used ultramarine and a little bit of,
okay.
And a little bit of cobalt.
Thank you. That was fantastic, that blue
I
rabbit.
remembered that. Here we go. All right, I'm sending over the next marks.
Cool.
All right. So now I'm here sketching in. Right. A little neckline. People find this kind of fur patterning can be really intimidating, you know, like there's a lot of detail. And that's why I have you kind of sketch out the bigger shapes, because once you get the kind of outside shapes, you'll see it's not as bad as you think it is, right? We don't have to get like sort of every detail. Forgot to put this in, so we'll do this. There's his little ear in the front. really a cutie little guy, right? So I'm just getting the outer patterning. And then what you'll find is that really where you need to have the detail is where light meets dark. To me, I'm a slightly lazy. And as a painter, as an artist, I'm like, I want to get, I wouldn't say lazy exactly, but I say I want to get to my imagery fast, right? That is the kind of impressionist style. So I'm always looking for shortcuts on how to get to what I want faster. And so what I find is if I work edges, I do that. I'll send a picture over of this so you can see it a little bit more. I think I should just be able to take a picture of it right here. No, I can't. Okay, I'm going to stop for a second, send a picture over. Okay.
You getting those treats? You want some more?
There we go. I really love how wild color kind of takes over with this process. In the end of it, the day, color is just, I find it, I mean, look at how like these goofy colors, which I just sort of randomly laid down, how they start to interact with the drawing. Doesn't mean I'm not going to cover them up, but having this as a base gives me a certain kind of energy and a certain kind of mood and mode. And I like that. I think that's kind of like, it makes me happy. These colors make me happy. And the structure lines of the white pastel create a kind of contrast. So these are already starting, as we start to sketch out the light and dark shapes, these are already starting to work for each other. And yes, I can feel it. It's gonna be definitely a crazy color day. Not that crazy. But I am gonna use purple. And I'm gonna start to add in my darks. And look, even as I start to do that, how much of the, because of my, I've been paying attention to the drawing, how much my work is being done for me. I'm not having to do very much except lay this color down, kind of block it into this grid, this shape. I'm just going to do this much and then I'll wait because I want to look at your shapes. But look at how already things are starting to kind of sing with all this work that we've already done. Like even letting a little bit of this white line hang in is fun. So you can totally work. I would encourage you actually to get colorful with this. I know everybody in this class is really jiving on color. So I would say, you know, you can stick with the colors of the bunny or really have fun with it. I mean, not that you wouldn't have fun. You know, play around.
I think I'm going to send you another picture of my shape before I jump into the color.
I'm ready. Let's see. Send it over. Marcy, have you done any, and if you feel like it, you can also work a little bit on that landscape that you were with the little house, the cute little house that you were working on. I'd love to see that too. I think it was coming along.
I'll send that over too. I did a little bit of darkening.
Jackie, fabulous. So the only thing I want you to pay attention to as you go forward is how the head, there's a little angle that looks great. There's a little angle to the head like this. It kind of goes up and then down.
You're off the edge of the
Oh, you're right. Oh, here we go. Okay, how's that?
Yep.
There's a little up, down, and then over.
Yeah.
Here. So be careful, right? Because his little nose coming, you've got him kind of just going up, but that looks great. I like these dark, moody backgrounds that you use.
I like them too.
They're fun. I really feel I like to see you guys start to, good job, Marcy. All right, I'm looking. Bring this out. So Marcy, if you're using my grid, you'll see there's more space. Look at this negative shape right here.
Okay.
Other than that, looks pretty good. Looks good to me. Good job. Thanks. This kind of dips, you have this a little bit, let me show you here. You've got yours kind of blousing out a little bit here. And it's kind of a little bit, it's funny how just that little bit of difference, that part of me wants to stop right here, actually. Quite frankly, I don't even want to do it. I'm like my psychedelic rabbit. However, and by the way, I like these kind of sweet, pale bases that you've got, Marcy. Very nice. Yeah, Jean.
I see I have the chest wrong. I made it a straight line, but I'll fix that.
No, you can fix that. It all looks good. I'll tell you what I really like, Jean. I like the shape of his head. You've got that. I see you've got that angle thing going. Good job. Good job, everybody. You're getting it. Looking fabulous. Okay, let's see. Osiris. So Osiris, you've got his ears kind of backwards. You've got this one smaller and this one bigger. In reality, this one is bigger and this one is smaller. So
Okay.
You see that?
Uh-huh.
So if you can kind of so right now you've got this thing going like this. Wait, I'll do it with a red so you can really see it, right? You've got that going and then this. So what I would do is bring the shape of this out like that. And that.
Okay, I'll bring the back here up. So
do you see, yeah, and up a little bit. But can you see how I just, here,
I do.
I just brought it. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do it. It looks great. He's adorable. It's great. These are great. So much fun. Oh my God. Animals is going to be a lot of fun. I will do some sessions where we will try and kind of mimic the colors, but it's Easter and Passover. We're having a big Passover celebration at my house tonight. My parents are in town.
Also,
I don't like the old hippie Jews. That are really fun to be around in Passover, you know. They're like super pro-Palestine and they're like the great people, you know. It's not necessarily like Jews you hang out with in a normal way. Nice job, Claudia. Yep, looking good. So Claudia, I'm going to have you do the same thing. I think this is a little too deep. Right? So look at that angle. Get that, so you're not angling enough. So get that angle down, in, right? When you curve, it's really hard to get, I like what you've done with the back, by the way, very nice. Nice corrections. When you curve, you can add the curves in later. The problem is curving means we tend to lose. And hold on. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yep, everything else looks good.
Thanks.
Yes. I'm going to keep going a little bit. Yeah. I was really realizing I was teaching a beginning drawing class last night for the Asia, Australia, India time zone. And I was noticing, we're just working with charcoal, and I was noticing how much people's, the beginners really struggle with going dark enough. And I thought, even though, let me show you this. It was really fascinating. So I have this, some people struggle with this dark, right? So we were working this, and she was toning her paper like this, and then trying to draw in the lights like this. And trust me, there's a reason for me to tell you all this story, right? And you can't really see them, right? So I said, listen, if you want to have lights, you have to go darker, because then I can see the lights, right? I can see that light. I can't really see this light because it's not dark enough. So the thing that feels weird is that people think they have to kind of add in their darks, right, around, but that just looks disjointed. Lights really emerge from a darker base. So one of the things that's nice about having these bases here is that our lights can emerge. So this is quite a dark base, but now I can put this fun yellow light, and look at how bright that looks. Oops, sorry. There we go. Come up just a little higher. It's kind of a mind thing to get over the idea that I sprinkle in my darks, right? Intellectually, it feels like the darks ruin things for us, but they don't really. And the dark is the beautiful base upon which our lights show. I suppose they say this about life too, right? Like if you don't have bad experiences, you don't know what good is, yada, yada, yada. We do need to see the contrast. And there we go. There's my darks. And now my little bunny, even though I haven't added much detail, is really shown up. Some details for the lights I'm going to show you. There's light, of course, but some things are darker and some lights are lighter. So these areas that I've kind of outlined, this is like dark, this is medium, and this is light. Right, because the parts of the bunny that have moved away from the light. So I might start with, I don't know, thinking, yeah, that's pretty good. Might not be dark enough. Let's see. Kind of starting with a darker, there we go. I'm going to start with a darker green in my light areas. No, that's maybe too dark. Here we go. Perfect. I've got a kind of blue here.
Leah?
Yeah.
My sister I just told my sister I'm taking a drawing class, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I just sent a photo of my outline. I was like, "What is it?" And she's like, "It's a bunny." And I'm like, "Yeah."
You can always count on your siblings to tell you, and your children to tell you, right? that's fabulous. That's wonderful.
And kids.
Right? Your kids will tell you the truth. If they're not interested in what you do, but they're interested if you get it, right? If you can get it, they're interested in skill. And if you don't, if you don't have it, they're like, whatever, I'll go find somebody else who can do this. It's so funny. That's great. So right now I'm kind of laying in, I don't know if those are really. What I'm doing is kind of, yeah, this is better. I'm trying to kind of layer in different lights for my light, my medium, and my dark areas. And then I might go over with one color. Or I might even go over with white on the top. To start to get in here. This is darker. I might like sort of pull these back a little bit, right? Or modify them. I like that. And now, all right, something has to happen. All right, here it is. This is what I want. The turquoise comes out. So now I'm pulling in a color on top. But notice bits of my color are coming through underneath. And I might darken it a little bit. This is like so psychedelic. I wasn't really planning on that. I'm getting this in so I can start to reshape my outside, right? Because surely I haven't gotten everything right on the outside, but I can't really see what I need to do on the inside until I kind of all right, some things have to happen here. Now I think I need to get to a bit of white in places. And I also need to start integrating this sort of fur texture. So I'm bringing light in, a white, over the other colors. And I'm also kind of softening the edges, making them a little bit more jaggedy, right? Where they meet the darker edges. So I have a feeling and I'm even going over with white my darker lights, right? Because I've got a darker light underneath. So this should read. A little bit of a jagged edge where the light meets the outside. There's this feeling of, and now I'm having a little trouble, honestly, seeing this. So I might print out something. I'm going to do that right now, actually. I might print out the color version so I can look at that without all the junk on it. So this is the night. This is how we can kind of unify all these separate values. Take a light to go over the top of everything. That there's still transitions. Yeah, I think that's going to work. I'm going to stop right there though and print out. I'll put this button. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm, oops, there we go. I'm opening a little gallery, a showroom in the back of a gallery that I've already been, showing in.
And it's going to be like permanently?
Well, nothing is permanent in this economy, but
but that's the idea, right?
I can make it. She is here. Hold on, I'm going to print this out. She is this is in Portland, and the building where this gallery is for sale, and it's such an old, terrible building. It will probably be completely destroyed. But I don't imagine that anyone will buy it for a couple years because it's such an old and terrible building, and we're in we're in a very bad economy right now. So I'd say for a couple of years, but this is all to say that I will be sharing the space with a woman who runs a bunny pop-up. So she has people bring the rescue bunnies, people bring their bunnies so you can pet them. Like bunny, oh my God, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I'm imagining, Sandra, I'll have it for a couple years. And then I can kind of decide from there, because by the time somebody buys that building, there's no way I'll be able to afford the rents in it. Maybe I can find another place.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm excited about it. But also,
is that where you have your studio too, or no?
So I lost that place.
What?
Wait, isn't that funny? And the reason I don't know why. But
what happened?
That was like a group space with 5 other artists. And the one who was in charge called me last week and said, we need to get all our stuff out by April 2nd. And I was like, why? And she said, I'll tell you later. And I haven't. So it's all out. Yeah, that stuff is all out. But that place wasn't really good for, I didn't have control over it, obviously. In this space, it would be just me. I have control over it. So.
And you still have to pay rent, but it's
yes, but it's like $200 a month. I mean, it's nothing.
Right. You
nothing
can
to be there.
Can you
paint
there too? Can you paint there too?
Yeah, I can. And it's closer to my house. It's very close. It's like 2 miles. So as opposed to 10. So
you get exercise walking over there.
Exactly, or biking or whatever. And it's my neighborhood. It's my local neighborhood. So I belong to the local boosters club, and they're super excited because nobody really wants to be in this neighborhood right now. Nobody wants to start a business right now. And that is the benefit of being an artist. You can totally thrive in spaces that other people other shop owners would find really annoying. You're like, it's great. It's kind of falling down. That's great. It's cheap.
Yeah, like all our first apartments, right? They are going to give you a laugh because this is my.
Let's see.
I'm going to send it. I just have to find a thread.
Oh my God, excuse me.
There is the thread. You can't say what this is going to be, but that's what it is.
Let's see.
That's like the super.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You can totally see what that is. What are you talking about? You can see what that is.
But I just done it with a big brush on a small canvas.
Look at, so this is a great example, you guys. If you get your shapes right, and all you need is one color, a big brush, and getting the shape transitions between light and dark, and look at how much she conveys, which is essentially, thank you, Diana, that's a perfect example. She can fix the details later. As we notice, the difference between this and this is so small. But look at how she's already got the turn, the expression, the character is already showing up.
A little dog with an attitude.
It's a dog with it for sure. And look at how she did that with so few shapes. I think that's the thing I find the most amazing is if you can get that stuff right, everything else follows. We get as people get very focused on the detail too early. And then you lose the sort of elegance. And here, by the way, I'm going to put this up so you can see him. Here is him now. So we can see some of the nuances. You've already got it on the thread.
Oh, but it's so cute.
It's cute.
I like that it's in happy colors.
Right? It's cute. It makes me happy. Yes, it's color day today, definitely, for sure. So now I can come in and kind of see the shape of the light. I can see what's happening with the nose. I can see I need to shift this over a little bit, and I might even use, I don't know, hot pink, a different color. See how I'm using that background to really emphasize.
So are you, I was in my own little world there. So is yellow kind of your medium light and then white is your light light?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, blue is my dark light. Orange is my medium light and yellow is my light light. And then I went over it all with white, over all the lights. So you can you see how when I do that, there's a nice little transition? Yeah, so yellow is actually my light light, and now I'm going over it with white. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how you let this transport you, Marcy. I love how you guys all do that. I love how you let this work kind of transport you to another place. It's very important. We need those places. I guess that's why we do it, isn't it?
It's the pleasure of it.
Yeah, the transportation of it. Yes, the pleasure of it. Exactly, Sandra. Now I'm really letting my background kind of help give final shape to things. Kind of fiddling around with this bottom area. And the other thing I can do if I'm just feeling like things are getting too muddy or I've got too many layers is, of course, I can spray it. So I might do that now just to show you. I can spray it with the fixative, let it dry. Now, of course, it kind of pushes the contrast a little bit. It looks kind of terrible for a minute. Well, I don't know, it looks interesting. It just looks interesting. And then when it's dry, I can come back in and layer over and they won't blend together. think I just sprayed spray in my coffee. I'm gonna dump it.
At least you're not drinking your water. But I guess you don't have any water with pastels. No.
Oh yeah, this is fun. You can see everything darkened, so I'll still have to go back with lighters. But what I like is the spray also kind of blends things in a little bit more. See how now I've got my darks. Hello, mister. Are you feeling yourself? Wow, look at you. You got all this stuff all over you. So Sandra, I'm totally managing to train this feral cat into becoming an indoor-outdoor cat.
So what is it that you have to teach him? The litter tray and the door?
Well, he knows the litter tray, believe it or not. So what I do is I block him in at night into the studio. I block the door so he can't go out. I leave him food and water. And in the night, he sleeps in the studio.
And you have like a fire alarm?
Yeah.
Because
All that stuff. Fire alarm, heat. He's got his own little bed. And I realized he didn't even know what indoors was. You know, like he's so feral, he doesn't know what that is. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Nancy.
Do you know?
Nancy, I know you're busy. Nice to see you.
I love that it's all pastel-y too, Mars.
Yeah, hold on. Hello.
Are you on mute?
Hey, ladies.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi. Let me see that.
Marcy's looks like a pastel Easter egg.
Isn't it adorable?
I love it. Sorry to be missing out. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you.
Good
Yeah.
seeing you.
Easter to everybody that celebrates Easter. Happy Passover.
Yeah,
those that
Passover. We're doing
Passover.
Passover tonight. It's all the same.
Where's the pooch again?
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Oh, just got a glimpse of the pooch.
He ran off. Yeah, so anyway, it seems to be working. He hangs around the studio more. He shows interest in trying to.
He's probably going to start thinking, like, he might become territorial of it. Like, he's going to think that's his house, you know?
He's not like, well, I'll tell you, the only animal he's territorial to about it right now is the raccoon.
That's a raccoon?
Food. The raccoon has figured out how to use the cat door.
What
Okay,
raccoon?
then that's good that he is territorial to the raccoon.
No,
Yeah.
It's not.
Otherwise, you'll have 10 raccoons there soon.
10 raccoons. And that's why I block him inside at night. I block the door because I worry the raccoons will try to get in. I can only block it from, you know, like they'll try to get
They're very
in
clever,
too,
yeah.
and that
Yeah,
would
and they can be vicious to other animals.
they can be vicious.
No.
I mean, this one,
I mean,
although
they can,
I just read an article that says that they're, what does it say? It said the sneaky, quiet ones are the ones that are the most steely. They're the most crafty, what do you call it? You know, clever and manipulative ones, the ones that really want to.
They're not vicious, but in a fight they would win because
Well,
they've got claws like
just
this.
have all the things.
But
You know,
they're
they
not usually the
feel-
ones
Andrew said they're not vicious, but in a fight they will.
They also will go in if you have like ducks or chickens. If they get in, they'll kill them.
Oh, well, but that's on their menu. But they're not vicious to cats and dogs.
No, they generally runs away from the cats and the dogs. They generally run away. So,
but in a fight, they would win. That's the thing to remember.
Yeah. We just want to like spell that out. But what I want is for him to understand what an indoor life is like. So I like it because now I feel like Sandra, he's safe at night.
And warm.
Before he just run around all night.
It's much safer for him.
Yeah.
It's safer for him. So slowly we're getting there.
Good to hear.
Yeah. He's just sitting here right now. Also, I put carpets on all the concrete floors of the studio. And so now
so he's got
walls
nice
around on
furnishings.
those because it's warmer and more comfortable. It's just a very comfortable place for a cat right now.
That's fantastic.
It's so cute. He's just sitting here right now. Here, I'll show you. He's lolling. He's just lolling around on the carpet. He could totally leave if he wanted to.
Let's see. Hold on, I can't see him.
Here, I'll show you. Just a second. I'll add the spotlight. Here he is. There he is. Hi, Momo.
He's grooming. Nice.
Feeling safe.
Like stretching out his little feet. He's so cute.
So has he got a name?
Yes, his name is Bazoo.
Right. That's a nice name.
Yeah. He's a very good. And so he's hanging around. I feel like we're just, and he's been neutered, you know, all of the things. So I feel like he's slowly becoming, and I'm, by the way, just waiting for this to dry before I go back into it. Are you guys having fun with your bunnies? Sandra's working on a rooster.
That rooster is very, it's well, I'm starting with a, what do you call it? The crest? You know, that red skin they have, what do you call it?
Yeah,
What is that word?
what's that called?
Oh, not crest, but
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
French, it's crêpe, I think, but I don't know what.
I don't know what it is in
I can't remember, but anyway, because that's the hardest. And if I nail that, then
right. Love it.
and I'm trying a different kind of colored ink, which may or may not fit, but we'll see.
That's good for, you know, it's good to do a couple practices.
I've been wanting to change ink, even though I love that one. So we'll see whether that's a good, it's difficult to do the values, you know, with, I mean, ink, because you have to control the water.
Let's see. And to see here. All right. Oh, Jean, he's lovely. I love the light purple of the ears. I love that color choice. All right, so now I would work on softening a little bit here. Now take a look at his nose. I'm going to take a close-up of this so you can really see what's happening with the nose and the whiskers. A little bit of edge work here, right?
Yeah, he's very messy still.
Yeah, but beautiful, beautiful work. You got him. And I would add a little color to your background, right? In places, maybe some green that you spruce around just to make it look kind of like, I love the darkness, the deep darkness of this, but maybe sprinkle in some color, lighter greens, and that will be fun. Here, let me take a picture of this close-up so you can see the details I'm talking about. Good job. Oh, Jackie. Okay, so the only thing I'm feeling here is that we need to reshape the darks a little bit. Does it feel a little bit off?
Yeah.
All right. So part of it is the whites. I'm going to point it and I'll show you.
Thank you.
Your lights, look at the shape of here.
Yeah.
To help shape the head properly. And I don't think you have his eye in the right place.
Well, that would be normal.
I think it's too far forward. So what you really want to focus on is, right, this shape versus this shape versus what's happening here, right? Mm-hmm. When you get these shapes all correct, you'll have his eye in the right spot. And I sent over a close-up so you can look at it.
Thank
But
you.
he looks great. I like these colors. They're fun.
Thank you.
I can feel, I can feel, I'm coming in here. Oh yeah, and I've got his leg way too big. So see how I'm kind of, I don't know, oh wait, yes, you guys can't see. So see how I'm kind of like using my background to totally reshape my leg. Here. Here as well, I'm spending a significant amount of time. Oh, it's not quite dry up here, so I'm going to wait a little bit. Let's see, Marcy.
Just want to get the color base right before I like try and lighten it.
Love it.
Okay.
Yes, I love it. Send it over. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm already liking it even. Oh yeah. That's fabulous, Marcy. That is absolutely it. So the only thing I want you to pay attention to is that the ear comes into the head. That's what makes it look big.
Yeah.
Can you see that where I'm pointing here?
Yeah, okay.
It comes in.
Yeah.
But fabulous color choices. I would actually add so get rid of that white, right, which isn't really there. And look at the close-up I sent you of this to kind of get those shapes right. Wonderful. Look at how it's already, and then I would get like maybe a darker color to go around the background so you can kind of reshape him. But I love you've got his nose. Everything feels like it's in the right places. Excellent work. These are adorable, you guys. It's totally cute. Just in time for Easter, pagan spring, you know.
Yeah, that's what we used to celebrate when I was a kid.
Really? What's
spring?
Yeah, because it's an old pagan holiday in Scandinavia or in Sweden.
pagan?
Yeah. And so the kids would dress up like you do here on Halloween. So now we have both Easter and Halloween, and the kids dress up like witches that are about to go off to whatever you call the place that you take off on the sky. Do you dress? And you have a kettle and you walk around with a kettle and ask for treats.
What an amazing, how fun. Oh, I wish I could see. Do they still
do all looks like little cute witches.
Oh my God, I love that. By the way, Jackie, having told you about your shapes, as I'm coming in, I'm realizing my dark came too low too. Oh. So don't feel too bad. I did it. Also, I'm having to fix it now.
I see.
Yep. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. But honestly, this is why I like to do these with you guys, because then I don't plan. there are a lot of teachers that like to really be in control of their process. So they, you know, they plan out everything. And I'm like, no, I'm more interested in like seeing where the mistakes are, right? So I will make the mistakes too, because I think it's really important to get that that this is not something we do perfectly on the first round. Oh yeah, I need to bring it up even farther.
I'm trying to multitask because the kids keep needing to be driven around. So I'm doing text messaging and
all of that stuff. Oh my God, you mothers.
Yep.
That rooster is panning out really well here.
I knew it. Yay.
I mean, we'll see, but I haven't ruined it yet. I'm very happy with the way.
You want to wait a minute before you send it, or do you want to send it over now so we can
No, I'm
see
sending over now in case I ruin it later.
Okay.
right, totally. Sandra, you just became a professional artist in that moment. That moment with that statement, you just got there. That's hilarious.
And today's
you know, Sandra, when you retire from Reuters, you could, if I know you've probably set up your retirement income quite well. You could make this your kind of third job.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'd love to do that.
I'm happy to talk to anybody who wants to talk about making this a career, particularly if you're smart enough to, you know, create an income that comes in. Talk to me, reach out. I'll talk to you about it. There's a lot to do and a lot to learn. Oh yeah, it's fabulous.
It's beautiful.
You're right. Stop right there.
No, I don't want to stop, but I mean, I didn't.
If you actually could, then it's still a good.
It looks fucking cool right now, but yeah,
it's missing the tail and the feet.
Yeah, but you know, like when you've done a good job, when we can imagine that, that's really that's when you've done your work.
But I'm very happy.
Stunning rooster. That's really pretty.
It came out better.
Yes, I love the blues.
Because it's, what do you think of that ink?
I love it. It's really interesting. It's a very vital color. I like it.
Exactly. It's, but I hesitated about using that ink, but
it's super lively. I like it.
She did not specify if she wanted it. I mean, I'll do a watercolor as well. But
I think this is I think it's always good for you to do too.
Yes,
and that's what you end up doing, Sandra, is too.
Exactly.
And when you get more comfortable with it, you can charge for it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm going to charge. This is a
commission. I'm just saying, like, you probably don't charge for the time.
No, I only charge for.
Yeah,
I don't charge. You know, if I do 3, I only charge for 1.
Right. So
I'm not in it for the money at this stage.
But eventually, you're working towards that. You know.
Yes,
like,
I will at some stage. I very much will.
And that's kind of the fun thing is like you start to think, well, maybe this just becomes part of what I do. As you get more confident at it, you know what I mean, which is just doing it more and more.
I mean, right now I'm still in it for pleasure, but at some stage, yes, when I retire. Right now, it's not possible, you know, to have.
No, but like maybe in a few years.
Yes, in a few years, you know, when I retire.
It's a many-year thing. You know, these kind of career moves are. I wish I could say that I did it that way. I did not, so I've had to kind of clean up the mess I made later. But if you're smart and strategic about it, you can definitely do it. You know, it can happen.
Yeah, I think, I mean, that's what I'm thinking in my head, you know.
Yeah, I'd love to. It's good. So when you're ready to do that, you talk to me.
Sorry.
Okay.
And I'll coach you. I'll coach you through it. Pretty easy to do. Easier than you think.
I think what I dread most is dealing with difficult customers. Humans.
That is life, my dear. It's like, unfortunately, there's always going to be difficult people.
Yeah, but usually you can, I mean, there's ways where you can deal with it better than others, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure some people are better at it than others. At the moment, because I'm only dealing with friends, it's easier. Leo, are you still there? So Diana, are you still there? Diana's not there either.
I'm here. I can hear you.
I think they've both disappeared.
Did Leah leave us or did she?
I don't know. I was going to ask actually advice, Diana.
Okay.
Can I hold it up?
Yep.
Make sure of it. So I need a ground. I need to do something on the. Can't be floating like that, right? I need some kind of thing at the bottom.
Oh, why can't it be like that? Why?
I think with shadows on the feet, you might be just fine if you just plant them on the ground with a darker shadow underneath when you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how big is the shadow though?
Oh, it's thin. It doesn't need to be big at all.
Okay.
On the foot, I should say, because it's only one foot that's planted.
Oh, thank God, yes. Thank you for stopping me from putting it on the other one.
Plenty of images with roosters by themselves with nothing on the ground, because the rooster itself is so stunning, you don't really need much to take away from it.
Something like that, Diana?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I'm going to send a photo and see what you guys think. Oh, put something in the corner that I don't need. Still, it wasn't easy. I don't know that it's completely done, but
it's beautiful.
It was difficult. I mean, the face was difficult.
It's by doing the difficult things we learn.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anyway, it came out better than I thought.
It came
wasn't
out
sure.
great.
I wasn't sure it was gonna pan out. I'm not sure I'm happy with the feet.
My painting looked like a clown painting now. I can hold it up.
Let me see. I love him. What kind of dog is it? What kind of dog
was it? The Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, what a shame. Yeah. What happened?
The same thing that happened to Charlie.
Which was?
I got cancer, and
this is so prevalent, you know.
Yeah, and at the same age, his name was Charlie too, and he was 7.5 years when he died.
Oh, heartbreaking. What are we going to do? Get another one, or do they have other pets?
I don't know. I mean, it all happened. It's like
so quickly,
crazy. It was, everything happened at once for them. So the guy, Joe, the husband, is an actor. So he's on the morning show. And he was starting to feel like pain in his chest while he was walking. But he wanted to finish the season of the morning show before he went to the doctor. And so he went to the doctor, and they didn't let him out. He had open heart surgery that very same day, and quadruple bypass.
Oh.
Wow. And then the dog died.
Oh gosh.
One of those.
That is what makes me think about astrology, you know, like when you have a bad aspect.
Yeah, you're on a run. Yeah, I was just thinking that. They're on a square of friction.
Yeah, so
what a bummer.
Square.
they had the rough March. So that's why I thought I'll cheer them up with a painting. I don't know if I cheer them up. They're probably going to cry when they get it.
Yeah, but then
you know, okay too.
They will have it. You know, but that's what you want when you lose your pet. You want to see pictures.
It's okay to cry.
Is it hard to get another one after you lose one?
I believe in reincarnation, so I think it's great to do that. To wait a little bit.
So do I. I'm laughing. You're funny. So anyway, yeah.
I mean,
in real time, on planet Earth, is it hard to get another one after you lose? I think it would be hard, wouldn't it?
It depends on the person. I mean, I'm completely different from my husband. My husband would wait a year or two till he gets another one, and I'll go out
another one right away.
I'll go out straight away.
You know that like people need the animals need homes.
Yeah.
You know, a homer of animals.
And they're being used more and more for healing and for stuff like that. They're using them more and more for healing and
comfort animals. Yeah.
But once
you guys don't laugh,
it didn't go away. So
you know, I got Sunny like 2 weeks after
Charlie.
After Charlie died, and Frank was, don't come home with a dog.
No. And you did.
And I did.
Come home. And what did you do? Do it anyway?
Yeah, I did it anyway.
Of course.
And he loves it to pieces, doesn't
he? Yeah.
Sort of.
In the beginning, he didn't.
Here, hold on. Somebody would like to say hello.
Repeat.
Hello.
Hey. Hey, baby.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so big now.
He's so big. Look at how he does this thing with his little paw where he's like.
So cute.
And he and Bazoo just roll around on the carpet and play all the way. Like
that's good. He needed a young friend.
He needed a young friend. So that's why I don't worry about territoriality that way. I mean, they exist to, you know, they're family. Like right now, they're totally they're whacking each other. Having fun.
Good.
Yeah. Oh.
So Leah, I had a question while you were away.
Yes.
I wanted to know whether you thought I should do the ground. And Diana said, no, I just needed to do the shadow on the feet.
Agreed.
So I just did that. Tell me where you think that works and whether you think it's finished.
You want to just hold it up? I can spotlight you so we can.
Well, no, because it's ink and I don't want it to.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. You got it.
Beautiful. Really.
So they're just sending you a photo. It's still drying in some parts.
No, I think that works perfectly.
I think it wouldn't run out. I can hold it if you want.
Let's see.
No, don't take the risk.
Don't make the simplicity of ink is
it's
right. Oh yeah, I don't know, Sandra. This is fabulous.
Beautiful work.
Yeah.
God, bravo.
You can sell that painting.
It's a commission.
It's a commission.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jean, it's so fantastic.
Yes, it is.
Bravo.
Awesome.
Yay.
That's amazing.
That's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And look at how these little things, like the little white whiskers that she's added in the end. Great shape of the face. Ah, you guys. Bravo. Oops.
All right, I just Googled it for you. The
What's that?
red bits that stick out from the top of a rooster is called the comb.
The comb.
Oh,
the
That's
comb.
what we call
it. Thank you.
You could have asked me that. I grew up around roosters.
That's funny. That's what we call it in Swedish.
I grew up in the country. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, no, in French.
How do we forget that though?
I wouldn't have remembered that at all.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but
Because you're not around
I
roosters.
wasn't even trying.
I could have said the Swedish, but I didn't think that would be the same in English.
and the part under the beak is called the wattle.
The wattle.
Oh,
the wattle in the
really?
comb.
I thought they were all the same thing.
Of course. Jean, if you're having fun, you can still fiddle around with that rabbit, but quite honestly, in my mind, she's done.
I think she's done. She's so pretty.
She's so done. So you can just work on something. I know you always got another project, so just work on something else.
Always.
Or, you know, like you can leave and go do something else. But we've got another 25 minutes. So
I actually wanted to have time to work on my little cottage in the valley thing that I started 2 weeks ago.
Do it. So keep working and send it over as you're finishing. Good job. Good little student. Very good. Good little students today.
Did we get chocolate bunnies?
Yes. You've all earned your chocolate rabbits and your little witch costumes.
Tell me I
and
need
your
to buy
little
some more.
cauldrons for
I can't eat chocolate.
things. Good job. Fabulous work.
Okay. Oh, I need to do my seal now.
Oh yeah.
And hope that doesn't
Practice that a couple times.
mess up the whole thing.
Funny, I'm not really, I know I should want to work on this more, but I kind of like what you guys, I like how you guys are off and running. I don't necessarily feel the need to finish my demo. We'll see.
Yeah, but he's so cute, so you have to finish it.
It's cute. That's true. All right. You just encourage me. Thank you. Diana's my little cheerleader. Diana's like, just keep going. Come on, don't be lazy. I can be very lazy.
We all can.
Right? It's easy
to do.
I so needed this little break though.
Yes, yes, and you need just a little bit of like a place to go where you can, yeah.
Diana?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Diana, here?
Oh, I can't. Can we have a spotlight? Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
did I
no,
not
don't need a
spotlight it?
spotlight. Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Perfect,
Let's see.
perfect.
Hold on. Yep, yep. Hold
No,
on.
no, it's perfect. That's where it should be.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I put it here, right?
Oh, so good.
Bam. Check
Beautiful.
it off the
Gorgeous.
list, Sandra.
Nice.
Step
Oh, no,
one
no, no.
complete.
I still gonna try
Sandra,
watercolor.
come on down.
Bring
She
it.
didn't specify what she wanted.
Isn't that fantastic, you guys?
Up front and center.
You're solidifying your process. This will be your third career.
My
And
second.
I predict a very happy third
My
career.
second career. I've only ever had one.
Your second career.
I got about 3 or 4.
Can I show you again?
I predict it will be a really good one. You're going to have a
They
lot.
went well.
Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Beautiful.
I'm so glad that you're comfortable with moving around the stamp.
Moving what?
Your
Oh,
side
around. Oh, yeah.
to where it,
Noticed, when I look at Chinese and Japanese painting, the seal is not always where, it's not the bottom right-hand corner necessarily at all.
It's definitely part of the art. Like it's definitely part of the art, right?
Now this is where I try not to smear the seal.
I love these little rabbits.
I know they're adorable, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God, I wish you guys could see the rescue rabbits that are in at my studio space. They're so cute. They're like,
you will send us pictures.
I'll send you pictures, and you can pet
that is nice. It looks like hair.
You pet them, and so the rabbit rescue place, what they do is they bring their pet rabbits in so people learn about, pet rabbits. Like they learn what they're like. And of course, so they're rabbits that really already are very comfortable being petted.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so cute. It's a very cute little.
Hi, Flume.
So in places, I'm doing little transitions, right? Like where light meets dark, I'm doing kind of a softer edge. But because of the nature of pastel, I don't have to draw every little piece of fur, which I couldn't really do anyway. That's almost impossible. So I'm able to really focus on just creating these kind of little jaggedy edges where light meets dark. And I think that makes things. So I'm kind of going back and forth between the light and the dark here to create these kind of jaggedy edges. You can see up here, this is too hard right now, right here. That's why it sticks out so much. The soft edge kind of blends and pushes things back a little bit more. It makes things feel more integrated. And I really liked those peaches that Jean put in, so I'm going to add a little bit here, like that. Yeah, this is a good way to go into Easter weekend. And it's just, okay. Yeah, a little bit of.
I just sent you mine, Leah, to get some more advice.
Let's see.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, let's take a look. Right, we're just at that point where we need those finishing touches, right? To tie everything together. Oh, Marcy, fabulous edges. So once again, make sure, note these little, so Marcy, look at these little lights. Look at what's happening to the ear. Oh, can you see?
Yep, I can.
So here, you want this ear to really extend in. Yours is kind of stopping here.
Okay. Stand into the head. Got it.
Yeah, and if you look at the, if you want, I'll send you a picture of this ear so you can see all the different things that are going on. There's actually 5 distinct different shading patterns happening. So that's a good touch. There's like a light here and a light here, but then everything else is, so you can take.
I didn't get there yet.
Yep. Let's see, but really, I absolutely adore how you got your shading in here. You just really, and then the last thing is, and you can see I'm starting to do this down here. There's a kind of a, even in this dark, so extending from the light to the dark area, his little body, you kind of got parts out, but bring in a light over that half of the shadow here.
Okay.
To kind of like, right, create that edge between the body and the foot.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, great. Fabulous. And then you can play around with the background as much as you like, but he's adorable.
Thanks.
All right, let's see, Jackie. Yeah, so, oh, Jackie, I love the expression of your guy. I think you need a third color. Maybe an orange or something. Maybe something like this.
Okay.
To like go in. So I was starting to go in and add in little hints here. You can see actually there's tiny bits of brown. There's like this. So I think you need a kind of second darkish / mid-tone light. Yep. That will kind of make all these, but beautiful. I absolutely love the blending and shading you've done here. And I would also say you too should do what I had Marcy do, which is to bring that light down here.
Okay.
Right? These are just finishing touches. Right? And I know that there are dark lines here. I would also soften this neck edge here. It's not so hard. So bring in a light over the dark, almost to cover it. Yep. Nice work. Oh, nice work on the ear too. Very nice. These are great, you guys. Good job. Good job.
Want to come say hi?
Yeah.
Something doesn't work. Something doesn't work. Diana.
What?
You don't think that here it's too light, the top?
No, I don't.
Okay, I shouldn't touch it. Okay.
No.
Don't touch it. It's good.
Okay.
Good.
Now suddenly I'm photographing and I'm thinking, oh, that doesn't work.
No. If you want it to look like the photograph, you can just make a nice copy of the photo.
There you go.
You a final photo. Please tell me if you see anything wrong.
Okay. But we already like it.
Yes.
Diana's making a really good point, which is that we use the photo as a beginning, but at some point we really, this is not a photograph.
Yeah, but you still have to respect the values, I think.
You do. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. We think you got it.
Yeah.
But it's easier for us to see.
What I think
underneath the chop looks great, Sandra. The chop is perfect.
here, underneath here, it's dark. And I think I've got the
spotlight.
Too light.
Can you spotlight, Sandra?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second.
I think underneath here it's dark, but I think I've got this part too light.
Okay, you can darken that a tiny bit, but don't mess with it too much.
Oi, oi, oi. My dog's nose is in the wrong place.
I hate it when that happens. No.
It's just a little adjustment, but it looks like this now.
Wait. I got a spotlight, Diana. This is a very hilarious dog.
He's so funny. The tongue is perfect. The mouth is absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Very expressive.
That's a big shape, right? So that mouth takes up a lot of real estate.
Yeah, it does.
In this particular painting. You'll hear, you've probably heard me use that word a lot, real estate, right?
Yeah.
Like real estate is like what shapes are taking up the most space? And even if they're big, dark shapes, like say this one, it's taking up a lot of real estate. So we want to make sure we get that right.
Yeah, I haven't even put in the eyes yet, so there you go. And I need to.
Honey.
Oh,
oh my God.
Yeah, let it dry and then see.
Yeah, I'll probably finish this tomorrow. If I can find time to paint, but I should. I love it, Sandra.
Oh, thanks, Diane. I fixed that bit and I'm going to take another photo. I hope she likes it. I need to see whether.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely, and I like that you've chosen.
You can feel your energy that you put into it. It's gorgeous. You can feel your energy, the emotion.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you picked that picture because he has attitude there.
Yes, he does. And I think that color ink could work, doesn't it?
It really does.
Perfectly.
Cool.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to get it dark enough, but in fact, she do several layers.
I just had to take a picture of this bunny for my Instagram because it's so cute. Here, I'll bring it back down now. There we go.
It is super cute.
It's very cute.
Yeah. I think all the bunnies came out great.
You could totally be outside right now. If you want to see, here's how they interact. Right. Let's see. Beautiful work, everybody. As always, thank you. It's hey, let us be the judge of that, Osiris. I don't know. He's got something. He's got a little something. The eyeball, there's really no iris, right? There's no pupil. This is really just a dark with a little light spot in it. So that might help. If you darken the eye, pay a little bit more attention to shape. But I don't know, he's got a little something going on.
Attitude, that one too.
He's got an attitude. Also, Osiris, you can bring this front ear. One of the things that we kind of make mistakes, rookie mistakes that are made right at the beginning, are we stop things at edges, right? So we stop the ear here because it's the edge of the head, even though it comes in to the edge of the head. We can stop this ear at the edge because the back part we can't see, but this ear is actually coming into the head. So extend this line, instead of stopping your ear here, which is what you're doing, bring you some lights to bring that ear in. Give it the shape that it needs.
Yeah, but it totally works much better, I think, with thigh.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Looks great.
I just sent her a photo, see what she reckons.
Oh, she's going to cry.
Oh, I don't think it's
What you
her
really
sister's
have to deal
rooster.
with your clients, Sandra, is that they'll all cry. That's the big thing, is that everybody's going to cry, whether their animal is alive or dead, whether they're, you know, they cry. My gosh, we're almost at the end of class. All right.
And I haven't even started the eyes yet.
Yeah.
But I guess that.
All right. I'm going to remove the spotlight. And I just want everybody to, spend a couple minutes tweaking, and then I want you to hold up where you're at. Wherever it is.
How did I do this?
I'm just going to wash my brush.
Yeah, I killed one of my brushes.
Did you say you killed one of your brushes?
Yeah, I left it laying around with paint on it.
Oh yeah, I've done that lately too. I don't know why. Maybe we're both just too busy.
Yeah, it's
easy to we're kind of rough on the brushes.
It's been a very, very busy period.
Yeah, it's a busy period. That's just the truth. It's too bad. I mean, right now brushes are
good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
After the apocalypse, well, maybe brushes will be really cheap. So here we go. Here's the artist, always making always coming up with good reasons why chaos is great for art. The art supplies will be cheap when when the money market system has completely collapsed. There we go. All right. I want you guys to hold up your bunnies first of all. And actually, I want to take a picture because I have a feeling this is going to be really stinking cute. Okay. Oh my.
Sorry, I'm coming. I want to see the rabbits.
Lord. Here, hold on. Camera.
Oh, yeah. That dog is amazing.
They are.
Oh, I love you, Marcy. And Claudia was so fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marcy.
Oh my God. How happiness. Look
bunnies.
Look at how weird and psychedelic my bunny is.
Let's see yours, Leah. I didn't see you. Wow.
It's cute.
It's getting there.
See, everybody loves animals.
I mean, they're fun. They're easy. You know, I'm not gonna say they're easy. I'm not stupid enough to say that, but I will say that they are manageable, right? Features are big enough that we can kind of figure them out. I don't know. And it's fun to capture. We're motivated to finish. Right. So great work today, everybody. We're back to regular schedules on everything. We've got Lotto's class tomorrow at the regular time, my class tomorrow at the regular time. And then Tuesday through Saturday, there are classes. So great work, everybody. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Happy Easter.
Bye, all.
Bye, guys.
Thank yourselves, ladies. Bye. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.